Naz, come on up. All right, Naz wants to be featured. Naz is going to be featured. All right, so we have Naz here. All right, guys. Really quickly, I want to make a really quick demonstration, just for the whole class, just about the bow and arrow choke, and some very, very simple concepts are very, very important. Right. So let's say I have Naz's back right over here. Let's say I put my choking hand in right here. Okay, so I'm going to ask Naz to do two things. I'm not going to do anything. Naz, I want you to turn all the way towards the restrooms and keep spinning that way. Go ahead. Go, 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 go. He taps himself. Now, I want you to go the opposite way. Go ahead. Go, 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 go. Beautiful. So, one way he chokes himself, the other way he is able to unwind the choke. Okay, so this is a very, very important concept when we're discussing the bow and arrow choke, right? And bow and arrow is arguably the strongest choke that exists in the gi jiu-jitsu, right? And a lot of times way easier to get than the RNC. You only need one hand. The other thing about the bow and arrow, if we're in a seated position, the really cool thing about the bow and arrow is that there are so many different variations. There's a classic choke from the back. It's not really called bow and arrow, but it's just the classic choke from the back. Works extremely well. If I have this hand set in, I can be a little bit upper body insensitive, meaning I can put this hand behind the back of his neck and now use my hand like this. But one of the strongest ways, which is the real kind of bow and arrow, is grabbing the pants. And if I'm able to grab his pants, now a lot of times I'm able to put him I'm able to put him into my lap, and if I'm able to cross my feet right over here, make a croissant out of Naz, and now I'm able to use my whole body to choke him. And my hand is just a vehicle to take out the karates. And as I lean back, that will choke Naz, right? So we're going to discuss a couple of ways to get out of the bow and arrow today. And we're going to start with the chair sit position that we've been exploring quite a bit in my classes, right? So I'm going to be on my side. Naz is going to have he's gonna have a seatbelt just like this. He's gonna step he's gonna step over me, and he's gonna now take me all the way to the other side. So guys, from here, I would rather escape without the choke being set in. But let's say he already makes a grip on my neck underneath my chin. Just make a grip in my gi. Yeah, exactly. My man trains a lot of no gi. All right. So from here, guys, we're gonna explore the concepts that we just talked about. So first things first is I need to have my hands in place, all right, so that I take some pressure off my neck, right? Because from here, he can already start to do a lot of those other grips. He can already start to put a lot of pressure on my neck. So I'm gonna bring my thumb right into his wrist bone, and I'm gonna look to bring this downward, okay? So from here, I'm gonna bring my heels close to my butt. I'm gonna do a big bridge, and I'm gonna place my head on the floor above Naz's head. It's gonna look like this. Notice what I did to this arm. I unwound the choke, all right? It's very important, guys, conceptually, that we are looking into the arm, okay? If I'm looking away from him here, he can a lot of times reclaim my back, and he can start to come on top and take a mount easier, etc. Once we're here, there's no more choke. So Naz knows this, so he's gonna give me a second, he's gonna take top position. But I need to set my frames in place to make sure he can't get mount. So this hand is gonna go right into his armpit, right into his lat. This hand, I'm gonna either make a grip underneath his knee, or it's gonna be even easier, I can make a grip right on the cuff of his pants. All right, this is gonna be a really strong grip, because as he comes on top, I'm gonna slip my elbow right underneath his ankle, and my elbow bone is gonna prevent him from ever putting his foot onto the floor. Now, put your foot onto the floor, I'm able to lift it. You see that? And now, since I'm able to lift it, a lot of times I'm gonna escape my body, and I'm gonna start to go straight into my single leg X guard. So now, from here, what's very, very common, all right? A lot of times you're gonna start to grab my pants. So one, I'm gonna grab the sleeve, I'm gonna break this off, and now I'm gonna start to place my spider hook in. So for example, Juan has been playing around with single leg X with spider. This is open right over here. From here, let's say you don't like that kind of game, Big Will, I can put my hook in, I can start to turn towards my side, I can start to go for my X guards. From here, I can start to go for my foot locks, etc. So you have so many layers of attacks, it just depends on your skills, depends on what you like, and then you can return the person the favor since they just take your back and scored points on you. Okay, so again, I'm gonna be here, now I'm gonna be in a chair position, so let's review it from the top. We're gonna get a chance to review. He's gonna have a seatbelt. Let's switch the hands now. Yep. He's gonna sit down. He's gonna throw his leg over. And as he throws his leg over, okay, here life is gonna get even worse for me because he's gonna set his thumb right underneath my neck. All right. So I'm close to getting submitted already, just with this one grip. As opposed to a rear naked choke, where this would have to be much deeper, he would have to have his other hand placed, etc. So I'm gonna dig my thumb right in. I'm gonna start to alleviate some pressure, all right, to be able to survive as much as I can. And now look, I'm gonna look into the bicep, and as I'm looking into the bicep, I'm gonna bridge and I'm gonna bring my head and shoulders on the floor. Either thumb right into the crook of the knee, or if we like to play with the gi, we can make a grip right underneath the cuff, and as they come on top of us, I'm gonna slip my elbow underneath, engage my legs just like this. And here I have so many different options, okay? I can also start to switch, start to go towards his back. I have a lot of different options as soon as I ski. All right, guys, let's start off with this, and then I'm gonna see a part two, what happens when they have our pants and what happens when we're quad dead to rights, a late stage escape. Cool, let's go. Guys, in between filming, I got a complaint email, okay, from Tio. He said, you know, I promised to have Tio featured, so we're bringing Tio back in. Tio, you're gonna be part 2. All right, you're in. All right, so Tio's here. We have the part 2, guys. The part 2 is gonna be a situation where it's gonna be an almost 100% chance of me submitting him. Okay, so when I'm taking Tio's back, Tio's gonna do the techniques. Okay, when I'm taking Tio's back, okay, I'm here. I'm doing my chair sit. I'm going here somewhere along this line, all right? When I'm able to get my thumb in, somewhere along this line, as Tio tries to escape, or as I push his hip, I'm able to grab the pants right over here. If I'm able to grab the pants over here, it nullifies a lot of his bridge, and now notice how I'm putting him away from the direction that he wants to escape. He wants to look into my bicep, and he wants to put his back here like we did a second ago. So my foot onto the hip, me grabbing the pants, me using my body to push him towards the other side is not going to prevent him from doing all of that. But it's going to get even worse for Tio because I'm going to set him up and I'm going to look to cross my feet right over his opposite arm just like this. Guys, this is one of the strongest positions to finish the person from. Tio here has just a couple of seconds to try a late stage escape. Okay, so what Tio's going to do is he's going to use his free arm to reach above my elbow. Let's rewind a step. Tio, I want you from this position to look down towards your legs. He chokes himself. Tio, I want you to look up. As he looks up, look what's happening to my elbow. I'm now losing some access to his neck. Tio, look down again. Right now, I got a nice bite on his neck with my wrist. Do you see that? But as he starts to look up, I'm kind of losing the neck. Now the neck is resting on my leg as opposed to resting on my wrist bone. But from here, I can still finish him and I can still loop underneath his neck if I really want to. So what he's going to do is to assist. He's going to grab his opposite, he's going to grab my elbow, and he's going to unloop my arm. From here, I see what's happening. I'm like, okay, there's no more choke. So I'm going to go for the obvious play here, which is going to be the arm bar. So I'm going to hook right around his arm. And as I pass my leg, Tio's going to make a grip and turn away immediately. And now we're going to do last week's escape. He's going to use his elbow to scoop my ankle. He's going to cross his feet. He's going to do a big pendulum, slip his elbow. He's going to tuck his leg in between my legs. Exactly. He's going to open up his hands. He's going to build a base. And now he's going to come on top. And now he's in a really good passing position. All right. I don't remember if we got that video or not from last week, but that's what we were doing last week. If not, it's a nice review for all of us. Okay. So again, one more time. So Tio's going to be on his side. I'm going to do my chair. So there's infinite ways on how to get here. And for the more experienced students, feel free to get to this position however you like. Off a leg drag, off a mat return, off of a guard pass. I'm here. I'm taking his back. I step over. I take him to the underhook side. I make my grip, I push him, I start to reach for the pants, and now I put him into a position that's pretty much end game for him, all right? This is a really, really tough spot for him. All I gotta do to finish him, guys, is just lean back, and as I lean back, it's gonna be a really quick choke. So he has to act quickly. He's gonna start to look up. As he looks up, he's gonna start to reach for my elbow, unloop. Once he unloops, I'm gonna look to go for the armbar. As soon as I go for the armbar, he's gonna start to turn away, and now he's gonna strap my ankle, do a big pendulum, slip his elbow, tuck his leg on the inside. As soon as he tucks his leg on the inside, he's going to kick my leg away, come up, and now he's in really good passing positions. All right. So now we get to review what we did in my classes last week, and we also get to review a very late stage escape from the bow and arrow. Cool. Let's go.